No, I'm not doing anything anymore. I was going along with it, but now you want to be an asshole. Fuck you. I'm not pressing 9. I'll press 0. Oh. What?
Whoa! I don't think I've seen that.
Fine. Hey! I saw, dude. We're back with more of the Stanley Parable. I'm trying new things. Leave me alone. We're back with more of the Stanley Parable. It's late and I can't stop playing this freaking game. So just bear with me, okay?
How we fuck up this time?
So this time I think I'm actually gonna do what the guy tells me to do because I want to know what's going on, but I'm not gonna be happy about it.
Oh.
So let's go. Let's try.
Oh.
Yeah.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
It means you're a
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You missed a memo. How can you keep missing these memos?
Well, wait, I want to know what happens if I just stay on the little thing, though. Like on the little lift in the other room. On the cargo lift.
It is your world.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I know I said I was going to listen to him, but I'm not going to listen to him.
It's the one and only Digo Double G.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
He doesn't.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just
I
to
gotta
admire it.
know. I
The
gotta
lounge
know.
was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Business.
I gotta know what happens.
You got it.
I also kind of want to know what happens if I
Stanley
go
was
through the
so
red
bad at
door.
following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot.
Perhaps we have.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
You might not
I
be.
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
It has
but the
always
fact
been bad
is
for
that
me.
The story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Don't lie to me.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Is it me?
Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me,
Stanley.
I'm asking for her.
Who's her? Bruh. You don't know me, do you? Alright, let's find this.
Look, Stanley, your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
This is a dark room.
She's been waiting.
This is a lie.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
What the fuck is happening?
Pick up the phone.
Pick up the damn phone!
Okay. This is the third different
Stanley,
version.
is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
I don't live in my office.
Right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your damn phone.
Oh.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Not really.
They want to commit their life to you. I'm
That's
trying
exactly-
to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something.
That's one
Come
of,
inside.
like,
Let me show you
100
what's
reasons
really
why I'm
going on
depressed.
here.
Go inside your apartment, sir.
I don't want to go inside my apartment. It looks just... oh my god.
Looks minimalist.
I wouldn't live in something like this. Eh! Why do I have a mannequin? That's fucking creepy. Okay. Alright.
Lovely place.
Why is there a
This
chair
is
in
a
front of
very
the door to my
sad
room?
story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Fuck! Good morning, employee. 8! The 8 game! It's real! Fuck. 8.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him.
I
And
pushed
every button
8.
that he pushes
I knew it was
is
gonna
a reminder
happen.
of the inconsequential
It was the
nature of
keyboard.
his existence.
Don't wake up.
Okay, it didn't work.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
You're a dick. No, I'm not doing anything anymore. I was going along with it, but now you want to be an asshole. Fuck you, I'm not pressing 9. I'll press 0. Oh. What?
No! I don't think I've seen that.
Fine.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands.
I
It
don't
was
dream
wonderful.
of this.
And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Thanks.
Man, that's true.
It's N to watch television.
And so he began to fantasize about his
Okay,
own
we're
job.
not.
First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
I can't jump. Spend time with the boys? Hell
So
yeah.
he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Get prepared dinner.
I hate this.
As he wandered through this
This
fantasy
is what I
world,
get for
he
doing
began
what
to
he
fill it
tells
with
me
many
to do.
possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow
It's almost
line
like
that
I've
weaved
been there
in many
before.
directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Ugh.
It was
Don't
such
have
a
kids.
wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
I don't have a wife. And I don't love her. She's a mannequin. But I guess Stanley's a sad boy.
But there is no answer.
Oh, okay.
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is
It's
pushing
slowly
the same
becoming my
buttons
fucking
he always
office.
has. Nothing has changed.
So that I can start
The longer
over.
he spends here, the more invested he
No.
gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop.
Yeah,
Here,
okay.
watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I'm obviously going to do it because he told me not to.
You see? Can he just not hear me?
Yeah, I can
How
hear
can I
you.
tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Oh.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I
This is the
must.
most
Perhaps-
bullshit
Well, maybe this time it's
runaround way to get me back to this position.
And I tried again.
Please die. Alright.
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I
Okay, good.
Wow.
That was bullshit.
What?
Oh, what the fuck is all this now? Let it started out. Oh my god, okay.
What's all this? What's all
all of his
this?
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
It's all the fucking
Stanley
paper on the
decided to
floor.
Go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
There's something on in that one. Okay. This is bullshit. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Me and this game are about to fight, dude.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Okay.
Damn it, I was hoping it would lock me in here. Anyway, okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ooh, this looks scary. Ooh. Ooh.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that.
Yeah.
And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Why
All
did I?
because he believed everyone had vanished.
The coffee
His
spill.
boss would think he was crazy.
Damn it.
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe
I've already
I
been
am
through this room.
crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single
I've already
moment
been through this
for
room.
no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this,
Damn it!
he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
What?
Oh.
Why did doors close automatically behind
What?
him wherever he went? And for
my
that
God.
matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too
I
strange.
walked
This
into a
can't be
fucking
real.
trap and I'm
And at
pissed.
last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming! He yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what
Very
a
obvious.
relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation.
I'm just gonna sit here
His
and walk in
co-workers
circles till he's
weren't
done
actually
fucking talking,
blind.
isn't he?
He wasn't going to lose his job.
Oh, no.
He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself
Okay, that was
soaring through
trippy.
space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared.
Oh,
It was
Jesus.
so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head
Oh.
dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Yeah, I was wondering
Now
that.
the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And when he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams,
I fucking hate
the
this
truth was
game.
that, of course, this was not a dream.
How could it be?
Was Stanley simply deceiving
It's
himself?
real.
Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
Oh wow, okay.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
That's deep,
Now,
bro.
hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical
I
stars
get
just a
it!
moment
Enough
ago?
with the
How else would
bullshit
voice explain
dialogue.
why?
Just let me
This voice
out.
was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control.
This dude
that
monologues
this
worse
was
than
a dream.
Syndrome, and I fucking hate it.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Thank
He
God.
felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin.
Is
the
it
press of
over?
the mattress on his back.
Is it over?
The fresh air of the world.
Let
outside
me
his
out.
feet.
This is not a
Let me
test.
He thought to himself.
I'm begging for
I'm
help.
through with this
I'm
dream.
screaming for
I
help.
wish it to be
Please
over.
come let me out.
Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want.
I'm gonna have a fucking breakdown
I
if this
want
shit
my
doesn't end.
apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
No, I'm not. I'm still in the same place. I'm mad as hell.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley.
Okay.
I have a boss. I have an office. I am real.
Okay.
Please, just someone tell me I am real.
Okay.
I must be real. I must be.
Okay.
Hear my voice. Who am I? Who
Okay.
am I? And everything went black.
Fucking okay. Okay. We didn't have to creep me out like that.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And
What?
though she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Dude, this guy likes to listen to himself talk so fucking much. That's different. But we'll have to deal with it next time. I just sat through the longest fucking monologue in video game existence, and I don't even
The worst?
I am nothing. I am nothing.
But you were everything.
But I'm not okay. If you liked what you saw, if you liked me walking around in circles for fucking like a rat chasing cheese, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and can someone please tell me why I'm playing this fucking game? I'm losing my goddamn mind. Thank you for watching. Bye.